Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Just want to quickly apologize that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I felt like crap. I couldn't even get out of bed. It was really bad, but I'm feeling a tad bit better now. I've still got a stuffy nose and sore throat. Don't worry, it's not COVID. Sorry about that. And we are doing a training video today. So we're here on 𝚃𝚛𝚊𝚒𝚗𝚒 and we're at 𝚃𝚒𝚘𝚎. And I sort of thought that this would be like, we could do like a story time sort of thing. I thought that would be interesting. So I'm actually going to be... Okay, sorry about that. So today's video, once again, is a training video, sort of like a little story time video. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be talking about, but I do have a couple of little stories that I can talk about. So the first one we're going to be talking about, the first one we're going to be talking about is how I got into Star Stable, which it's a bit of a lengthy one, but you know, we're able to get through it. So first thing you should know, I joined Star Stable July when the Persian ones came out. That's when I joined Star Stable. I'm not exact sure of the date, 2020, now 2022, so I've been playing for 2 years. Anyway, so how I got into Star Stable. I used to play it when I was little, and I didn't have Star Rider, so I used my friend and I shared an account. Sorry if you hear me sniffling once again, I've still got a bit of a stuffy nose. My friend and I would share an account, which was all fun. We'd have like particular days that we would go on, and we'd do whatever we really would want on the accounts. So my friend's dad would pay for the account, and as long as I didn't like share the password with anyone else, he was fine with me playing on it. He wouldn't get mad at me if I played on the like wrong days and stuff like that. So I played on there from like when the 𝚃𝚛𝚊𝚒𝚗𝚒𝚗𝚒 came out. No, the Generation 2 Phrygians is when I was playing. So I'm not sure precise thing. I can't do this race. Whoops. I'm not sure precise thingy, and I'm too lazy to look at it. But I was playing for like maybe 2 years at the time, and then my dad found out that I was using someone else's account. He thought it was my account, and then he proceeded to get yell and scream at me, and then said that I wasn't allowed to play anymore. So I took a break for like 7 years, and then I came back to Star Stable. I made like thousands of accounts because of the 3-day thingy, and I would just do that all the time because I didn't have the money and my parents didn't want to spend money on a game, so I had to basically buy it myself, but I didn't want to do that. So I would make newbie accounts all the time, and I just make Gmails after Gmails after Gmails. There's a long list of Gmails, and it would just keep going. And then my dad found out that I was making Gmails, like loads of them, and I would use his work email so that he could essentially confirm that I could have the Star Rider, whatever, like the 3-day Star Rider thing, and so I could talk in like global and stuff like that. And that's how he found out, because a little 7-year-old me thought that my dad wouldn't see it, and he'd just blindly click on it and clicked accept. So I got in trouble again, and I was told never to play the game again, and that there are not so good people on here, and that I'm just not allowed to touch it again. But, you know, I didn't listen to that. I stayed off it for 4 years, and then came back on. So I took like 4 years off, and I came back in 2020, okay, but I didn't officially make an account in 2020. It was mid-year 2020 that I made it. 2020, I discovered that there were still stable YouTubers around that I used to watch when I was like little, and I decided I'd put one of them on just to see if like I liked it, and lo and behold, I really did. Like, I fell in love with the game over again. And living in a suburban area, basically pixel games, pixel horses are the closest thing that I can get to real life and to owning a horse. So 2020, mid-2020, I made an account. I made 𝚃𝚛𝚊𝚒𝚗𝚒𝚗𝚒, Hummingbird Watcher, which is this account, and within like 2 days of owning the account, I got her up to level 10. I have no idea how I did it. It just happened, and then my 3-day trial ended. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do now? And so I lived off Star Rider codes for about 2 months maybe. I hadn't really figured out how I was going to get it, so I just lived off Star Rider codes, and they would give one every month, sort of, in a way, something like that, every month or 2 months. It was an often occasion, but when my family saw me playing it, I would have expected them to like lose it at me, but now that I'm older and I understand what to look out and the signs of people who are not so nice, I'm able to play the game without getting in trouble. So yeah, sorry for the little jump cut there. Little family member came home from work a bit too early, so stuffed up a little bit, but you know, we're back. And I did a couple races when I was just having a chat with them. So, in August 2020, I got lifetime Star Rider. Saved up the money myself, and I have my own credit card, and that's how I got it. So it was a really big milestone for saving up $74 without spending it all in one go, which I sort of did because I bought Star Rider, but in the end, we did it. We got Star Rider, and from there on, I sort of just continued my stable life. I leveled up. I went from level 10 to level 17 in one day, which is a bit of a stretch because when I'm doing quests, I sit down, I play some music, I really hunker in, I get it done. Like, there's nothing stopping me unless I need to go do something else. Sorry, someone just started blasting music. Oh, interesting. Anyways, so I got Star Rider, I joined my first club, and this is now migrating over into another little story about some of the clubs I was in. Jeez and crackers. Oh gosh. Okay, so the very first club I joined was the Wild Horses Herd. They were an amazing club. We're not gonna make this. They were an amazing club. They were very thoughtful, and they really paid attention to your thoughts and what you wanted to say, and if you had anything to input in the conversation. They were really nice, but they ended up disbanding because the owner caught COVID, something like that, and she couldn't keep the club anymore. It's a bit of a stupid thing to do, but you know, that's fine. We got over it. Eddie! Sorry. My dog, he's not the brightest dog in the world, and he basically just fell over. Anyways, so they disbanded, and then I spent a month looking around, club hopping for about, I would say, 100 clubs. Like, they need a an achievement for that. That's a pretty big milestone as well in my life. And just club hopping in general, and I was known for club hopping, so when I joined a club, I just say, hey, look, if I join, I may leave because it might not be the right club for me. And like the Wild Horses Herd was a pretty good fit for me. It had everything that I was looking for, which back then was an eventing club, which was what I was looking for at the time. But nowadays I'm looking for more of a dressage. Once again, sorry about the jump cut. I'm looking for more of a dressage and hangout based club, and currently I'm in the Electric Swans. If you hear anyone in the background, that is one of my family members. So yeah, at the time, what was it called again? The Wild Horses Herd was a really good fit for me, but they disbanded, so I spent 2-ish months club hopping from around 100 clubs till I finally found the Dragonflies clan, which was a newly made club that I joined. I was the first member, and they were such a lovely club. I loved them. And if you do hear my family member, I apologize. I honestly do. I'm sorry. Like, I can't do anything about this. She's not shutting her door, so gotta deal with it. The Dragonflies was such a lovely, lovely club. They're a really special place in my heart at the moment. I miss them so much. They were an eventing club, and they were based on the Dragonflies themselves, and yeah, so all of that happened, and altogether it was really fun, that club. Then the owner's computer's charger broke, which means she wasn't able to charge her laptop and get onto Star Stable. So my friend and I had to take over and run the club until she got back, and running the club was such a good experience. Like, it helped me quite a bit on just clubs in general. Like, I learned a lot from them, and a lot of dressage stuff as well. And then when the owner came back, she didn't necessarily give up on the club, but people left because of the club's inactiveness. And it wasn't really just inactiveness, it was because people weren't bothered to come to the events. So we were sort of forced to disband because it got down to just the club owner, my friend, and I. And that was like a really, really sad moment for us, because the club was such a special part of us. So the club disbanded. I spent 2 weeks club hopping, and then I left and applied to the Dandelions. So I've been practically everywhere at this moment. I left and applied to the Dandelions. I got accepted. I stayed there for 2 months. 3 months actually. No. How long did I think? 2 to 3 months. That's how long I spent in the Dandelions. And the friend from the Dragonflies was there as well, so she kept me company. And I ended up leaving the Dandelions. There's not much on the Dandelions. I don't have enough story about them. I ended up leaving the Dandelions to pursue in owning a club, which did not turn out so well. Not everyone was interested in the type of club that I wanted to do. So I disbanded my club and I joined Evil Queens, which was a club by my friend who is the owner of Electric Swans currently. They were such a nice club, Evil Queens. They were really chaotic in a good way. Super fun, super active and stuff like that. And even, yes I am. No, I'm not. I'm talking to Aria. telling her about my my club experience. Be quiet. And I joined the, what was I saying? So the Evil Queens disbanded, and then they remade the Evil Queens. Evil Queens disbanded because of drama that was spread around about the club, and then she made a new club called like the Moon Wolves, and that's a really good name for a club. I really love that one. And then that one disbanded because we weren't ready for it at all. She just sort of like, hey, I made a new club, join if you want. Yeah. And then she disbanded the Moon Wolves, and we put some time and thought into it. We changed the club's name over and over again. It went from like Moon Wolves to Ocean Pearls, back to Moon Wolves. Then it went to Electric Swans, which was her old club, which I was never in. But I'm now in the Electric Swans, and I'm quite enjoying my little space in it. And if I leave, then it's probably going to get given out to someone else, which I won't be leaving anytime soon, I don't think. Joining back to the Dandelions is definitely on my mind because they're such a lovely club. I really enjoyed my time there, and some of my friends are still there. It's between the Dandelions and Furious Foxes. I have never been in Furious Foxes before. I've heard a lot about them, and their aesthetic is so pleasing. I love it. Same with the Dandelions. All the clubs that I'm in, they basically have like a really good aesthetic to them, which is sort of what I aim for, because I like to take photos with clubs, and if they don't have an aesthetic, then I can't like edit the photo the way that I want to edit, and that's just usual for me. Cut. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it depends on what side you're on, though. Yeah, but like, you can't go around saying that to randoms. Yeah, but I mean, if I was her, I would have like kept my mouth shut. I wouldn't have said that to randoms. End cut. So, sorry, I had my global on just so the chat bubble would stop bouncing around because it annoys me when it does that. Honestly, I've had a really good experience in Star Stable so far. Like, there have been some drama that I've been involved in, but like that got solved with the click of a finger. It's not bad drama. Well, one part of it was bad drama. It was between two clubs, one club that I was in and another club. I'm not going to name names because you guys might know the clubs that I'm talking about, and I don't necessarily want to be involved in this drama anymore because I'm out of it. And yeah, just overall, Star Stable is such a fun game to play. The clubs are very considerate and stuff like that. Like, I'm saying like too much and it's annoying me, but I can't not stop saying it because then my sentences don't make sense. So when I can't hear over my family member talking. I can't like think properly. She's at the door, but you know, can't do that, can we? So there isn't really anything else to my Star Stable life. I've had a couple of like close friends, best friends on the game, and our friendships have like slowly spread apart because we're not in the same club anymore, or we're too busy with clubs and stuff like that. But I'm hoping we can rekindle our friendship by like doing some like activities together, like training and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just really sad that we're not friends anymore in a way. Like I wanna be friends again, but she's just too busy to be able to like play a game with me, but that's fine. So yeah, there isn't really anything else to it that I can say. Okay, so that was all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye bye.